It is sometimes said, I don't really know with what truth, that if you do, just start practicing the spiritual life, very intensively, I mean, everything will, start catching up with you quite quickly. Both the results of good actions you performed in the past and the results of bad actions you've performed in the past. It doesn't seem quite clear why, that should be. But this is something that is sometimes said, and for which perhaps there is a certain amount of evidence. But clearly it's very difficult to generalize. Perhaps it's symbolized by the figure of the Buddha, seated under the Bodhi tree. As soon as he started approaching enlightenment, Mara started taking a very, very definite interest in him. So, perhaps the belief derives from that paradigm, as it were.
But some of the Hindu gurus claim that they can actually take on the karma of their disciples. Do they actually have a different view of karma from the Buddhist one? And could there be anything?
Hindus generally have a very vague idea about karma at all. They don't seem to have a philosophy of karma in the way that Buddhists do, and in the way that Jains in fact do. There's nothing like a detailed discussion of karma, in Hindu literature at all, to the best of my recollection. Certainly no discussion that is at all well known. In the Vedanta, in the Advaita Vedanta, there are distinctions between certain sort of basic kinds of karma, but in a very sort of rudimentary way, nothing more than that. So I think that very often perhaps the Hindu gurus don't exactly realise what they're saying. In this particular chapter of the jewel ornament, Gampopa makes it clear, doesn't he, towards the end, that you are the inheritor of your own karma and that nobody else is the inheritor. And that this would suggest that the consequences of karma cannot be transferred, from one person to another. Of course, from a Buddhist point of view, you might say, well, what about this question of transference of merit? Is that to be taken literally or metaphorically? I mean, that there is that particular question, certainly on the level of popular Hinayana, and perhaps even philosophical Mahayana. But perhaps it is a pointer simply to the fact that inasmuch as there is no permanent, unchanging, ultimately real self, one cannot really regard anything, including merit, as belonging to that self. And the idea of transferring merit is perhaps intended to encourage non-attachment to merit as actually literally yours. Not that it literally, can be transferred from one person to another. In any case, there is no person in the ultimate sense. There's not even any merit in the ultimate sense, as the Mahayana Sutras also make clear. So perhaps, this talk or this teaching of transference of merit is a skillful means to encourage, to discourage attachment on a subtle level.